trash, where the people in Jerusalem took their trash. I'm never gonna give it up. No, I'm never gonna give it up. No, I'm never gonna give it up.
I need to let you know that Bob Jackson is he's from Tennessee. He's a hillbilly, you know, but he talks like he's Haitian or something, and sings, and he's got that flavor of music inside of him. And Bob, we want you to write some new wine songs for you. I'm going to send you all the teachings we've been doing on new wine over the last month. And we want you to do that, right? And we for our choirs, for our praise group, and for our school, and because you're very talented in that way. And I'm going to be in touch with you offline about this process as well. And by the way, Pastor Salir from down in Haiti will be traveling to Egypt with us. And we've changed the date, but people like Joseph Manning have been very generous. So we still have a strong audience out there like Bob Jackson, Joseph Manning, and a bunch of other people that are still hanging in there with us, and we give God the praise. And maybe you're hanging with us on the side and you haven't registered in with us recently. Well, come on and let's get this work done. I think that most people recognize that I've been preaching the truth. Sometimes it stings a bit. And I don't have any problem rebuking people because I'm the Lord's servant. But we're looking forward to Bob Jackson writing some new songs for us as we get ready now to celebrate Mother Shekinah Seal's 100th birthday. All right, Mr. Engineer, Joe Walsh, Joe Walsh and I were both birthers. I'm still a birther. I don't know if Joe Walsh is a former congressman and radio talk show, had a very, very powerful radio talk show. But he's decided he wants to run for president now, and he's former Republican congressman. And he said some things the other day that I think that, and he's very, very strong. And I know these other congresspersons have got to know the same thing that Joe Walsh knows and says about Trump. But they've been hiding, ducking and dodging. Everybody's got a game, everybody's got a Murphy, and talking about deceivers. But Joe Walsh is speaking pretty plainly here. This engineer, roll that clip of Joe Walsh from the other day talking about Tribulation Trump.
You know what? I came to Washington with the Tea Party movement, and let's make a really important point here. The Republican Party was divided before Trump. The Republican Party was weak and feckless before Trump, and that's how come Trump won. That's why Trump was able to win so easily. Look, Trump's voters were my voters. Trump's voters have been my listeners on the radio show these past 5 or 6 years. I come from the same place. I understand why so many people voted for Trump. They wanted disruption. They were tired of the Republican Party. The difference is Donald Trump is all about Donald Trump. He doesn't give a damn about anything else. Joe Walsh does. I care about race. I care about the Republican Party being an open tent. I'm not afraid to talk about these issues. Many times I've gone over the line when I've talked about these issues. But man, I welcome the conversation. With Trump, it's just all about Donald Trump. It's like we're not even a party of ideas anymore. We're gone with that.
He's absolutely right about that. He's eloquent and fluent, a former birther, former congressman, and now he's running for president. He's outlining and telling, but all these other Republicans, they know the same thing about Trump. They know it's true. Trump doesn't really care anything about anybody at all. And so Walsh is making how far he's going to get. I think Bill Weld of Massachusetts is running also, and as possible presidential candidate. And, Mark Sanford, a former governor and congressman from South Carolina, is also, I think, potentially running for president. So you got 3 Republicans, well, at least an independent and 2 Republicans running to at least trying to get on to get some steam against opposing Tribulation Trump. I don't know how far they're going to get because most of these people. It's hard for a third party to get started or to unseat an incumbent president from his own party. It's a very difficult, but it does make the road a bit more bumpy for Trump if he's got people like Joe Walsh out there now all over the television and newspapers talking the truth about Trump. It's going to make it more difficult for him. And Walsh has got a lot of followers who listen to him on the radio for the last 5 years that know he's a truth teller. And it's going to cut into Trump's base by 3 to 5%, along with what Mark Sanford is going to do. So we're going to watch how all of this is going to develop. I want to, the fellow Maxie Friend said that I should ask Trump for help. Let me try to address that. How could Trump help me? In what way? I mean, I don't understand, obviously, that you don't understand. I don't know how anybody who has any integrity about them would want to have anything to do with somebody as vile as Trump. I couldn't, there is no way I would want anything to do with, he's just vile, he's degenerate, he's a liar. Why would I want any help from him? I mean, I would, I have ethics. I have a spiritual disposition. I wouldn't take a dime from the law. I'm the Lord's servant. Don't you understand that? I'm the Lord's servant. I wouldn't have anything to do with anybody like Trump. In fact, there are very few people I have anything to do with, period. I'm the Lord's servant. But people think my ethics and my morality is for sale. No, it isn't. My ethics, my morality is not for sale. I'm not willing to trade in anything that I am for a dime from Trump. I don't need him nor his money. I'm the Lord's servant. I don't think people understand that. Maybe they have never lived in an era where a Lord's servant, a servant of the Lord existed. It was amazing. I read in the Bible, God said if he was hungry, he wouldn't ask you for anything, and rightly so. Why should he? He's God. So, Paul writes in Philippians, my Lord, my God shall supply your need, and definitely his, according to his riches and glory. And so I would never ask Trump, I would never want anything from him. There's a big stop sign. My ethics, my spiritual position, my morals, how can anybody that is dirty as Trump bless or help me? And I don't think people think about that because maybe their lives are so dirty. But, how can anybody as dirty and pathological as Trump help me? And by the way, you say, well, he's got money. He can give you money. Listen, let me tell you something. We can help you understand something. By giving dirty money, my morals, my ethics is worth more than billions of dollars. You may get the money, but what happens to your ethics? I've told this many times before. Years ago, we purchased a building. We were homeless and we were worshiping a gymnasium in my living room as a church. And God gave us a building called 6 Hancock, the Firehouse building. We purchased it for a song. And this drug dealer who was later killed out in Inglewood one Saturday morning, the police came in and found him, his wife, and all his children were dead in their beautiful palatial home out in Inglewood, New Jersey, just off the Palisades Parkway. Big time drug dealer, Hamite brother, came to me. And he wanted to buy the firehouse because he wanted to make it a bar and a place where he could have pole dancers and women like that and everything. And we paid $50,000 for the place. He offered me $250,000 for it. We just bought it. He offered me 5 times what we paid for it. And then he said to me, I'll tell you what, he said, if you'll tell the trustees to sell it to me, I'll give you $25,000 on the table just for yourself. You put it in your own pocket, don't tell nobody. I won't tell nobody. I looked at him and said, what's wrong with you? First of all, if I was going to sell out the church it's going to take more than 25,000. If you're going to buy me, homie, it's going to take more than 25,000. It's going to take more than 25 million. It's going to take more than 25 billion to buy James David Manning. I ain't for sale to no damn body at no damn time. I'm the Lord's servant. I said, I'm the Lord's servant, and the Lord is my shepherd. I am not for sale. And the other thing, it would say, well, you know, you only paid $50,000 for the building, and we're going to give you 5 times that much for it. That's all what y'all can do with it. I said, I ain't taking it from you. And by the way, I didn't have nothing. I was driving a raggedy car. I was a student in school. I didn't have no money. But I had my ethics. I ain't no, so how could Trump help me? He can't help me. He's gonna give you money. He ain't gonna help me. And what's wrong with these people on Obama? Obama gonna pay our food. Obama gonna pay our gas bill. Obama gonna pay our cell phone bill. You people, you got no ethics? I'm the Lord's servant. Don't you ever forget. I'm the Lord's servant. I'm better than blessed. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. I'm the Lord's servant. Don't you ever forget that. No. Talk about he can help me. All right, so listen here. I did the thing now the other day because I was talking about these. Pastor man, like this guy Maxie, this guy Sam Hurst say I go racist. I ain't going. I can't. Listen, when I talk about black folk, I'm a good Negro, right? Huh? When I talk about black folk, some idiot wrote me the other day. I was talking about black folk who ain't never built nothing, and they haven't. And everybody knows it. You can't hide it. Show me what you done. Show me what you got. They ain't got nothing to show except a pair of sneakers, a whole lot of babies they don't take care of. All right. So when I say that, I'm a good Negro, right? But when I start talking about these white boys, all of a sudden I'm a bad Negro. It's doggone. I ain't never seen nothing like these people. Anyway, I got a piece that I want to rerun because I think it's very interesting about it's an entry. So, hey, by the way, Stephen Durham, check this out. You don't think I'm a sociologist. Check out my demographics of what I think about white women. Mr. Engineer, you got that white woman clip about white women that are not challenged by black women or black people.
You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
The white woman does not have a sense of sexual inferiority to the black woman. In fact, the white woman, her sense of sexual superior to the black woman, the color of her skin, the length of her hair. The white woman has many hair colors: red, brown, blonde, black. But the black woman has only one hair color across the board. From India to China to Africa to South Carolina. The black woman so the white woman feels superior. She feels superior because of the color of her skin, the length of her hair, but also she feels that her sexual ability to attract the black man is strong, very strong. And it definitely is not lesser or weaker to the black woman's ability to attract the black man. So she doesn't feel inferior in that regard. She doesn't have hatred in her heart for the black woman or for the black man. However, on the other hand, the white man feels uber insecure sexually to the black man. He's not as athletic, he's not as physical, he's usually not as big, he's generally not as strong, he's generally not as enduring. And because of the black man's color of skin, he is more appealing to the white woman with red hair or blonde hair than the white man with sandy brown hair. And years ago, my studying in my college days of psychology, was it there? Let me not put a date on this, but I did study that men and women are attracted to one another because they without their awareness, they're unaware of the fact that they're looking at somebody, a man is looking at a woman who could bear him children. Now, he's not thinking about that. He could be a playboy. But basically, he looks at a woman who he feels her body shape can bear children. Now, he doesn't know this. He doesn't acknowledge this, but intuitively, and the same thing with the woman. And the white woman looks at the black man as strength, physically, not always emotionally or psychologically, intellectually. So here's where we are right now. The white woman is not with her man on this issue of terror, on this issue of violence. She's not with him on this issue because she does not feel challenged or inferior. She feels she can make it no matter who is in power. And many white women went for Obama. Of course, he was white too, so that's not saying a lot. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at. All right, everybody, we are closing out the broadcast today. Thank you so very much. And remember, we're having our second edition of the Psalmist teaching tonight at 7 o'clock, and please be on time. I want to get that done, and we're thanking God for all the extraordinary things that are happening here at the Outlaw World Missionary Church, and we'll have our third teaching of the baptism classes on Friday night. We'll have our open rewards prayer meeting on Wednesday. Want to ask you to, again, remember that a large number of these children are depending on us to be able to feed them in the mornings, the breakfast and food prices and all of that kind of a thing. We need your help. You've helped us over the years. We haven't done it by ourselves. We did it because of you. We still need to feed children, and we have a large number of people that are...
It'll make a junkie say Jesus is Lord. I got a word in my